Good morning. It's James Murray. We're in the Net News Ledger newsroom. We've on the phone is Chief Moonias from Lansdowne House, who's having a suicide in the region, that in the community, that's harmed the community's Christmas spirit. Chief, what do our readers and viewers need to know?
Well, as always, that this suicide has really impacted the community with shock, and there's a lot of suffering here in the community right now, that people have no spirit of Christmas at all. And even though we tried to revive a lot of our people here and to try and get some interest going on this festive season, because of the suicide that happened on December 22nd, losing a 34-year-old, leaving behind a 10-year-old daughter. And that's sort of doubled the impact of the anniversary date of the loss of an individual last year at this time. Around December 26th, we lost one, but that doubled the impact. It was already felt, people weren't really, they were somehow affected by the loss last year and the anniversary date coming up. And this happened, and it really shattered their spirit in the community. And on top of that, yesterday, I received a memo from the Ministry of Transport saying, of course, all the wishes, the Happy New Year and Merry Christmas, It says this year Christmas falls on Thursday and Boxing Day on Friday, and are both statutory holidays, it says. And a published hours of operation. There's no airport operation on Christmas Day and Boxing Day, followed by the weekend as per below. So 25, 26, 27, 28 will be closed, no airport operation, and nothing will happen then, and including January 1st, And being part of Canada and being part of Ontario, I feel this is a very, very, downright inhuman for my people to be treated like that. You don't see an airport closing in Thunder Bay, and I don't think so-called closes also that day. Well, maybe Christmas Day, we can understand that. But 26, 27, we used to fly out of here, in and out of it. That's what I'm saying. And it's a really, really devastating impact to this community, this particular community. I don't know if any other communities are being treated like that, but my community certainly is not being treated right in this case by the Ontario government, MTO. Okay?
Thank you.
That's the reason why I wrote that letter. I wrote that letter based on this notice, telling the ministry that in the midst of crisis and state of shock, the community lost a youth due to suicide, and we have called upon our neighboring communities and organizations to assist our time of need, to provide community and the necessary support we need during this difficult time. The airport closure will create difficulties for our communities to get the support that it needs. And at the same time, families of the individual live in the neighboring communities. So the funeral will happen without those families, I guess.
It probably...
This is not human, I'll tell you. That's the way I feel. I think it's important that somebody out there who has a heart can can help us turn these guys' minds around and leave the airport open as it is, because they don't want to pay overtime. For heaven's sakes, they spend money elsewhere that it doesn't really need it. It's not really needed. Airport will save lives. It's a life and death situation here. So if I had enough money, I would scrape the ice on the ice and get these airplanes to land there, which is very unsafe to do.
Have you had crisis workers? Have you got crisis workers trying to get in who can't get in as quickly as they need to?
Yeah, crisis workers are trying to get in today, or even later date, I guess. We have one trauma team worker, and we have our own local resource people. That's all we have at this time. And then we thank Kingfisher that came in, and the airplane, I guess, forced landed here yesterday, and they brought in some people from Kingfisher community, and it's really, you really have to have a big heart to risk your life to come in like that. I commend them for that, and we're very thankful for that right now. And but this government has no sense of understanding the First Nation. 2 days, not even 2 days, 2 hours it gave me to when I got the notice, and 2 hours later I responded to that letter, because I see it automatically a danger to my community. They're not providing safety at all. They're not thinking safety. They're thinking about saving the dollar for overtime costs. So the dollar is worth more than the life of an individual for them. That's what I see.
Thank you very much for sharing with us. And our thoughts and prayers are with the community, and maybe we can get some answers from the Minister of Transportation.
Well, hopefully. Somebody, any help will do, And I appreciate your taking an interest on this situation we're in. Thank you very much.